there's a
some technical difficulties. This is off the 64 Beetle, the blue one that we acquired. Sorry about the rain. Unfortunately, we have got a bit of a rainstorm going on outside, but anyway, this thing here, it's not bad. It's got a couple of very, very fine cracks just in the corners here, which I've kind of V-prepped those already. We will get those puttied up and give the thing a coat of primer, and we've actually got the grey already colour matched up, and we'll also give that a paint up as well. So it's really just a quick resto. What we wanted to do was give back a steering wheel to the gentleman that we bought the blue Beetle off. His daughter wanted the steering wheel, so I've got some acrylic primer filler here just in a can. So yeah, we'll just do a quick once over on it and get it looking pretty. All right, so give it a little bit of a rub back with a bit of 180 sandpaper, get all the shine off it, and then we can get a little bit of putty on those fine cracks and go from there. So let's get cracking. Righto, so that's pretty much just put a really light coat of this putty on, and I mean, they were really only just very, very slight surface cracks in the white plastic, so they weren't structural ones that you'd need to be putting JB Weld or anything like that on them. So we'll let this set, give that a sand back, then we can hit it with the primer filler, and then get the top coat mixed up. What I'm going to have to do is just come up with a way of putting a shaft in here so I can either dangle it or you know, I need to probably put it in the middle of the room here to paint it. So yeah, we'll work it out. And the steering wheel is nicely sanded. We've repaired those little sections there with our putty, and now we are ready to put some acrylic primer filler on it. So I just used a shaft here just to kind of hold it so I can rotate it and do what we've got to do. So let's put a couple of coats of primer on it, and then we can let it sit for a while, tack off and dry up a bit, and then give it a light sand with some 240, some 600, and then whack the top coat grey on top of it. Let's get that done. One coat, we'll let that tack off and hit it with another one in a second. Okay, so a couple of coats of primer, and we're touch dry now, a couple of hours in between, and we'll just rub it back now with some super fine, just a bit of a sponge, just to get into all the little nooks and crannies, and then we can get ready for the top coat. So let's give it a quick little sand, knock off all the little imperfections, and go from there. Well, there you have it, guys. One saved steering wheel. Yeah, she's got a pretty good shine on it. Pretty close to factory. You know, you don't want to go too crazy with these things because they weren't, you know, they weren't showroom craziness. But no, she's pretty good. That's got 3 coats on it, 2K. The next stage, we'll let this dry overnight. Then I can take it over to Paul's and get it fitted to the Beetle. Okay, so here's the Beetle, guys, and
It's missing something.
oh, he hasn't put it on yet. I was all excited thinking you'd put the damn steering wheel on.
No, just adjusting this because this wasn't staying on and self-cancelling.
Ah,
I've sort of...
the self-cancelling.
It was self-cancelling before you even turn it on, so there's a problem with it. I just need to clean up. I've got to pull it out.
Isn't what that?
If I pull it out, I'll lose the spring, so I just got to be careful when I do it. Just want to give it a bit of clearance and then blast it with the lubricant.
So we are.
Otherwise, I'll pull it out and take it out and clean it up.
Now, one thing that's really interesting with the ground around here is that it grows screwdrivers. You can see here. It's a new kind of.
I need a new one, so I thought I'd plant the tree.
That's amazing. Yeah, Stanley tree. You just get screwdrivers growing everywhere around here. This is amazing. All right, well, we'll come back when you've actually put the steering wheel on. Something's not right, eh?
Yeah, there might be a broken wire.
Ah, could be.
Yeah, because it was... There you go.
Oh, there it is. But look at that nice shiny steering wheel, everybody.
I know, right?
The horn doesn't work, but hey,
right.
who needs a
I might have
horn?
to replace the wire in the steering column.
Your ignition's on too.
Yeah, no, because I need it for the horn. For this one. I think, you know, I've got to check continuity of the wire. I think that could be... Yeah, like the steering wheel.
Yeah, it looks good.
A bloke I know painted that for me.
Yeah.
A legend.
Isn't it amazing?
We'll put the horn button on, pretend it's all good.
Yeah, okay. Let's do that. Okay. It's time for the DMOP rant.
No,
and we like to rant about...
No, we're not ranting, we're explaining.
Well, we're explaining. So, okay.
The original horn button. Original brass fitting. Right. Now it fits around there with the original spacing things. These are spacers. And the bolts go through little holes and everyone's happy. Okay. And the original bolts had the original thin washer. Okay.
Right.
Bolt comes through the hole, screws into the steering wheel with that in between. So it goes from there into the little holes and done. But enter the new age, the brass ring is slightly offset from that. The casting on the ring itself is offset to one side and touches the brass, so it's earthing almost to the straight away. Yeah. So a little bit of clearance there, then the rings don't line up. The brassing and the holes in the new part are a little bit out, don't line up so much. The washer is thicker in the new one, so you can't screw it home because it just screws that straight to the steering wheel. There's no play in it, so I had to put Loctite on the end of the thread and back it out half a turn so it would actually function. So I used original. I didn't use the original stuff because the steering wheel ring didn't allow it to, the plastic things wouldn't fit in the holes so well. So I've used the original springs because the later model springs are higher tension, more likely to break the ring. But anyway, back the screws out half a turn and it all works. Bit of Loctite, a thread locker, and happy days. So now it's in, backed it out so it didn't go on. And now we have your lovely steering wheel with a little beepy thing in it. So you push the chrome thing through that. Oh, God, did you see that?
So it works.
No, it works.
But it just goes to show that, again, we always talk about the aftermarket game not being up to scratch.
2 mil out of the...
But yeah, 2 mil tolerances in the manufacturing is enough to cause problems.
Well, probably a mil.
A mil,
The thread was a mil, and it was a different thread. It wasn't the original mechanical thread.
Oh, so the different thread as well.
I don't know what it was. It was probably a thread.
All right, well that'll do it for this one. It was only a quick video. I just thought I'd do a quick video on painting a steering wheel and going from there. We've still got to keep moving on with this thing. So we'll catch you in the next video. All right, see you later, guys. You.